Well, it's just come back with an MOT advisor of this rear wheel bearing. When I adjusted it, I didn't go mad because the tab washer is actually damaged, and I've got a new tab washer here, which is this bit in this packet. These things here, now these have been made by Classic Traffics, they're obviously a reproduction part. These only fit the ones with a 36mm nut, because the hole in the centre is 25mm to go over a 24mm thread, so they're no use for the early ones with a 30mm nut. But I've got some in stock, so I'm going to take this apart and adjust it up correctly. Until the new washers arrived, I had temporarily tightened this up and locked it reusing the original nut. Obviously I've got a spare nut here and a new one of the correct design, genuine one. So I'm going to slacken that off, put the washer on and then set it up again. Right, so we've got, this is the old nut which has been used several times, not recommended to reuse. This is a brand new nut, correct 36mm genuine Renault one that I happen to have. This is the tab washer, which obviously is needed to correctly set the bearing up, and that rotates without that locating peg. These are new ones, again Classic Traffics, fit straight on there, and that will stop the washer rotating. So when I put the nut on, hopefully that'll go down that little groove. I'm sure it will. I'm working with one hand. Right, I'm sure I can put that back together and I'll adjust it up. Right, well on these Lucas diesel pumps and the Bosch ones, they've got a cold start device, which has got a cable which pulls off this bit on the back of the cylinder head. Okay, now we've tried to unscrew it, which is what you're supposed to do, and it snapped off like so, and Phil being Phil has managed to clean all the threads up. So the new part that's here, got the shade here, should now screw in. Look at that, is it going to screw in there? Look at that. What it's designed to do is when the engine's cold, it pulls tight on that cable, and as it warms up, it sorts it out and lets off and warms up. Right, he's going to bolt it on, and then we'll fill it back up with water. Well, it's a bit quieter now. Maybe I'll try again. Right, with the engine not running, you can see this bit here is designed, the engine's now warm, so it's let that off. When it's cold, it pulls that tight and makes the engine run at a faster speed to help it when it's cold. Right, so that's the new part we screwed in on that housing at the back there. We put an air intake pipe off of here because there was nothing on there. We've just confirmed the fan works. We've bled the liquid out of there. We'll put the bottle back in. This is only temporary because it's going to have a proper flush out when it's been driven a bit further. But we're going to do an oil and filter change, check the diff oil, or change the diff oil probably, and the gearbox oil. Right, because I'm a keen sort of person and we don't want any of these vans going wrong, I've been under here and checked the diff oil and the gearbox oil level, and I was getting my leg wet and I thought, what's going on here? And obviously we've just topped the cooling system up, and then we've got water dripping out the bottom of the water pump. So that's another job for another day. I guess that'll be when we do the cam belt. Done a gear lever bush wire under here. Found one of them with a little circlip. I've never seen the circlip or a bush like that before, but it's all on there now. It's a little bit oily under here, so it's not very nice. But I guess I'm getting used to all this struggling under old vans there.